I will present the novel that I have read. This novel entitled A Woman Dream of Three Birds. The author is Gunawan Muhammad in 2018, published by Gramedia My Library, and the number of page is 133. Synopsis of the novel. This story is about a woman named Surti, the main character imagining bird in her batik. She named Anjani, Paira, and Chawir according to ABC. This bird tells a story about the chronology of the death of her husband Jen. Surti has a child named Niken, but when she was 9 years old, her son was born in the ocean at night. Surti making batik. Imagination Anjani come out 3 p.m. from the cloth Anjani stupid. At the tamarind tree, he looked north at the grass plain where the factory had long been destroyed. Part a number of the green tarps some soldiers' house that was taken over by the Dutch. Anjani had a feeling in water is they come the Chawir side last. Thursday, there was a shooting in the North Market. Anjani said people were afraid of the being caught by the Dutch had killing these young people last year. 15 days the Grillian tree to drive the warm way. After that, Jen Surti's husband did not come home. She told Surti she would pursue her dream. Surti made a batik. Anjani said her husband crossed a bridge, made a coconut throne. Surti did believe it. Honestly, Surti did not really how much Jen. She got married after Margaret released from prison. 2 years later, the Japanese army came to surrender the Dutch, starting to the political meetings frequently. So Surti made money by making batik for Nyasu. Then the Second War ended. Japan ended. We suffered. We are able to hang the red and white flag. At the end of July, Dutch again invaded. They took over our city. That night, Surti returned to making batik, giving Chawir spots. Then Chawir sighed. He saw a man in white carrying a gun was still. Sound fire come out. An explosion occurred and heard a sound from above. In the afternoon, Narto came to Surti house, saying Mas Jen had to leave the place. Surti remembered that fact. Narto was Niken's teacher. According to Nyasu, a man to school, his name was Raden Sunarto. He was a new teacher at his school, Niken. The teacher lived in a dormitory with Pak Munajat's family. Surti batiks her husband home and smell a strange smell. Her husband she does ask then Jen she is not Stephens with the answer. Surti feels angry with the husband by the Dutch. Then Surti lies on her bed saying a lie. Surti sees a thief. Approaching her offering sweet jackfruit. Surti is mesmerized. Paira come and leave. Surti eat the jackfruit. The person wants to kill Surti. Paira is injured. Because he wants to save Surti, he hurts. Conscious the next day, Surti sees a masked man observing his house. He told Jen. Jen said it was spy at midnight. Surti Jen making love. Dutch soldiers come knocking on their door. Jen ran away, sitting behind her house. Dutch soldier caught Jen, killed her. Dutch soldier threw out Jen's books. The next day, a man said Jen was shot dead. By the dark, Tugas to the hospital to see Jen's corpse. The nurse said the Jen death need to bed has a frog the see that a hero Surti falls and when she come and start making batik. With Anjani, Baira Chawir every night to feel her sadness. Interesting impression of novel. This novel is of very good quality. From the cover is elegant and a cutting combined with a blackish navy color and contains picture of woman. Words of this novel written loosely does not fall the book of easily to read. The moral values in the novel, women dream of three birds. First, in the novel we can take the example of Jen's character. She is the head of the guerrillas who fight for the army. The moral value we can take from there is that we must fight for the human values. Second, in this novel, there are also moral values that we can learn. We must be carefully with if we have a bad feeling because it is a sign that something will happen in the future. For example, in this novel, Anjani has a premonition of death, but Surti does not believe it. Third, in this novel, we can learn the moral value of the never wasting. People who consequently love yours for example, in that story, a woman who regrets having left someone who certainly loves her and these countries. 4. The moral message that we can take in the novel is not to betray our husbands because it is a bad deed. For example, in the novel, Mr. Munajat's wife was caught sleep naked with the teacher beside him. Things I don't like in the novel. What I don't like about this novel is that the story is difficult to understand. The plot is complicated, so it's not easy to understand the story. The colonial part is less interesting, so well worth reading it. This novel, the story also contains sex. Since there are two